as you can see, today is a Whiskers day. Me and Colton have to get up top and strip the whole roof to bare metal, because then we're going to seam seal it. And then Robby hasn't decided if he wants to bed line it or just take it up to Rhino line and have them do it. I'm going to run around and see if I can't find this prepping cup thing that he's talking about. He's going to send me a photo. I haven't seen the photo yet, so I'm just going to run around looking like a goofball, asking if they have a prepping cup.
What's new?
Ask if they have a prepping cup at every store until I find one. Leave you to watching him getting everything ready while I go run around.
Okay, so I got this 3-foot ladder. Perfect height. Hillbilly, like you said, he went to go get some kind of tool that we're gonna use to strip the top. It should be not too bad. We're looking up there and most of it's already fell off, but it definitely needs it. I think this will be a good thing. So I got me a drill. I may go down and grab me just a little wire wheel so I can at least start going at it just in case.
I don't even think we need the wire wheel.
So I got looking around in the toolbox, instead of using the drill, use this. So let's give it a shot. I mean, it's doing all right. There's like this black. I don't know if it's kind of like the type of like rhino lining, but not as strong. It rips that right off the paint. I think there's some Bondo too. Yeah, there's a lot of Bondo. Slowly but surely. Hopefully whatever Hillbilly gets, it's gonna make it go faster.
Okay, why I ran to a couple stores trying to find the nylon cup prep things. I'm not sure what to call them. Looks like a wire wheel, a cupped wire wheel, but instead of being wire, ooh, it's nylon. And I struck out at 2 stores, so I decided to grab Colin, the camera guy. We're gonna run to one more store and hope that it's there. Because if not, looks like we're not getting those ones. So we're here at Ace. We're gonna see if we can't find what we need. Hopefully we do. Well, we struck out again. Probably gonna call Robby and ask him about the crud thud.
The wire wheel was taking forever, so I just went and got a sanding disc, just slightly going over it. Yeah, it's leaving a little scuffs in the middle and that, but nothing that I'm not worried about. It's going a lot faster. So Hillbilly's still looking for, I think he said like a crud zud or zud crud or something crud. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep going with this. I mean, I'm cruising.
Cruising for a bruise.
But is that?
So no, that's working. Okay. Absolutely. So what we're trying to do here is just get everything off because we need to seal this roof panel. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna strip it and we'll go up to my buddy Roger at Rhino Linings. I think we'll just have him rhino line the entire roof.
I think that'd look good. I mean, no one's gonna see it, but we know it looks good.
It's gonna seal it up. Then we can just paint the sides. That's what I'm thinking. That's a plan I can get behind. But we want to build a roof rack. We'll have a couple holes we'll have to seal, but that's no big deal. But you know what? This is too high up for me, so I'll just go ahead and get down and keep up the good work. By any means necessary, you just strip away.
Yep.
So I found the crud thud. Let's see if the crud, or if this will thud the crud. Got 2 different attachments, or 2 more different attachments, whatever you want. Now, we'll see if it eats it up.
All right, so I'm gonna be taking a break from the paint booth. These guys are taking a break from the roof, and we're gonna head to lunch. So we'll be right back. You're always so dirty. We're gonna head to lunch and we'll be right back. So today you're gonna see a little bit more of a day in the life. So I am over here in the paint shop painting this week. So I've got Hillbilly and Colton over in the other shop. They're gonna be working on Whiskers' roof while I'm painting about four different jobs in the paint booth right now. So I'm gonna be mixing up sealer, getting it all ready. We'll go in there, we'll get all the bumpers sealed, we'll get all the new parts sealed, and then we'll start laying down color on everything. So it's quite a big process. So you guys are gonna see us jumping back and forth. They're gonna be in there working on Whiskers. I'm gonna be spraying. So we got a lot of stuff to do, but a lot of mixing. So this is flexible bumper sealer. We'll get this shaken up, get it put on the gun, and get in there and get the bumpers all sealed up.
Okay, we're back from lunch. we're going to take the lights off so we can get completely strip this roof, and then we're going to go off down the side about that much so we can wrap the bed liner down the side a little bit so we know we're completely sealed. When Colton's finished getting the tools, I'm going to start by taking this orange light off. But from what I can tell, 3 Phillips screws once I get all the undercoating and stuff out of it. But I got it. Hey Colton, is there a plug inside?
It should be all undone. No, it's not undone.
Chunk of Bombi came with the light.
Bombi?
Or Whiskers.
All right, so we're gonna get this all blow tack and static. I'm gonna start with all these raw plastic bumpers. All right, got it all blow tack and static. Now I'm gonna get this sealed up. I've got 3 plastic bumpers to do. Then we'll move on to all the parts. All right, I've got to go mix up a little bit more sealer. We'll be back in to get the rest of the stuff sealed up. That's got to sit for 15 minutes. And then we're going to start putting base on. So if there's any bare metal, we've got to etch it. So it looks like the only spot that's bare metal is going to be on this fender. So we'll get this all blown, tacked off, static. We'll get this etched. I've got to put 2 coats and it has to sit for 10 minutes. I'll do that right now. I'll go mix my sealer, come in and start sealing all the other parts. While I'm doing that, I wonder what the guys are up to over in the other shop.
Is it so crazy that we're almost at the beginning of January and we have no snow on the ground down here?
It's crazy.
Anyone else have no snow that usually has snow every year? We only have about 1.5 feet tops in the mountains. We usually have at least 6 feet in the mountains.
Last front light. The reason why we're taking off these front lights because we're gonna go down like 3 inches with the sanding, grinding. There's no washer on that one. You forgot a washer, dude.
I didn't put those on. Got these wires. Does both of them have to be cut or just one?
I'm gonna go double check.
Look at all that Whisker Bondo. You know what we should do? We should get a hard hat, mount this to a hard hat, and then get a 12-volt battery. Run wires so you can wear the 12-volt and walk around the shop on so we can find you.
You should put this on the tractor, dude.
No! I have a cool one I'm gonna put on the trucker eventually.
We should just put everything on the tracker.
So we're gonna check the color on this Lexus. Don't really have any good spots. They all look great in the dark. So what I'm looking at is metallic size and my color. So if you look at this, they change.
Ooh.
Anything way different. So this is the one I chose. We're gonna run with it. All right, I've got more sealer mixed up. We're gonna get this bumper sealed while the etch dries on the fender, and then I'm gonna seal all my primer spots. All right, we've got all the sealer down. We're gonna let this stuff harden up, and we'll be back in with base.
Are you ready yet?
Cause I'm all yellow.
You have it off yet? You have it off?
No.
Okay, while Colton's up there grinding some more, I'm gonna come down here, measure about 3 inches, mark it all the way so that way I can put a piece of tape on it and know to grind down to 3 inches. 3 inch. If I go through and hurry and mark 3 inch, time to start taping the line now. Got one side done. Now I gotta mark the back and the other side and get it wrapped around, and then I'll do the front. Front's gonna be a little bit tricky, but I'll get it done.
While mixing paint, I was interrupted by some little future painters.
Hi guys.
back to work. So Demry's sister and her mom and her sister's kids came to say hi, and they stole Demry, so I'm by myself. I'm gonna try to film this all alone, but I'm gonna start out on a light silver. So I've got a bumper, I've got a wheel flare, and I've got a fender to blend. So I'm gonna move all that stuff over to this side of the booth and I'm gonna start. And I'm just gonna keep working my way down the booth with different colors. Shouldn't be too bad, I do this all the time. I've sprayed 7 different colors in one batch before. So this booth, it's a Nova Verda, best booth you can buy. I'll get arranged. We'll start shooting our water-based silver.
Okay, now that I got the sides marked, I'm going to start sanding the sides down. So here we go. Okay, I gotta get this exhaust out of my way, and then I'll have to get this upper bracket undone from there. So, but that's gonna take both me and Colton to do that. So I'm just gonna get this up piece pipe out of my way, finish grinding around that all the way, and then once Colton's done, I'll have him help me get that off.
All right, so I got the first coat all down. I did a dry dust coat. I always do that with waterborne, and then I put my first coat on. So I'm gonna hurry and air blow this, and then we'll go mix another color. All right, so I've got my first coat all the way finished, all the way air dried. Now what I do is I go back and I blow tack and static it again. I put my second coat, and then I put a control coat on. So I'm not gonna bore you guys with that. I'll just show you what it looks like when it's done, and then we'll head out and mix some more colors. So I said that wrong. But anyway, we'll get that done real quick, show you what it looks like when it's finished, and then go for the other colors. All right, so this is what it looks like all based out and ready for clear. I'm gonna go mix up the dark blue color for the 2 bumpers that I've gotten here. So that's gonna be my second one. Then I've got that little handle right there on the wall. That's gonna be tri-coat white, and then silver on the entire front end. We got 2 fenders, a hood, a bumper, and we've got a door to blend. So that's gonna be the biggest. I'm gonna do that one last. So this bumper and that bumper, they're next on the chopping block.
Oh, you ready?
Just a minute, we're definitely gonna have to replace these exhaust pads with new ones. I need to quit getting old. My back is hurting way too bad. Last clamp. Now this should just turn and come out, which I doubt it will. So that's it. But that's what it should do. And it's not gonna. So I might have to cut this off right here, take the sawzall on the inside and cut here and here on the inside, and then take this exhaust pipe off in 2 pieces on the inside here. It's not moving. But first I'm gonna try to vibrate it loose. Hey, it's moving. Well, it was. Not so much now.
Can you take it off where the scat pack is?
Oh, it's coming. Can you wiggle in and out? Yep, like that. I can feel this bend flexing like it's about to fall off.
It doesn't want to let go.
We're almost there. You're not even pulling straight up. You're pulling that way. You gotta pull it that way.
Look at the angle
Yeah.
of the pipe.
This pipe right here is angled that way. And you're pulling that
come
way, so
on.
it's kinking it.
Quit making excuses on me. Now twist.
They don't move.
Oh, I feel it. Feel it. Oh.
Finally. Woo! My arms are burning. It can run without no muffler. He'll sound good, I think.
All right, so I went ahead and mixed up the color. Didn't show you guys that because I'm all by myself, but I'm gonna go ahead and get my first coat of base down on this bumper. I went ahead and blow tack and static it, and we're gonna spray it. I just got my first little dust coat on. I'm gonna hurry and blow that off and get my first real coat. All right, we'll get this all blown off, do a second coat, and show you guys what it looks like. All right, so I've got these both done. They're 2-coated, control coated, blowed off. I'm gonna move them out of the way. Go mix up the silver for the third color. I've got the little white handle I gotta do, but that one's gonna be simple. Already got some color for that. But the big one, the silver drop, that's gonna be a big one. So, last best of all the game.
My arms are tired. So I'm gonna try to take that bracket off, and this light will be done.
Time to take the bracket off. Hey Colton, do you want to run this on the top and I'll climb inside with the wrench?
Yes, sir. I'd love to do that.
Go! Done. Now I'm gonna finish sanding.
All right, so I've got all the color mixed up with the silver. I just went ahead and blow tack and stacked it. I've got my little white piece done. This was just a baby piece, no big deal. This is number 4. So it's all pearl white and ready for clear coat. Got that shoved over there. The guys are kicking butt on the roof of Whiskers. I'm excited to go check that out here in a little bit, but you guys have already seen it. So I'm hurrying to get the base down on this, and then it's clear time. So we're gonna do a dust coat, and then 2 coats of color on the silver, then a control coat, and then we're clearing everything. But you can see we've got all the painted parts here, all the needs painted parts here. Got a lot to do, so it's just me. I'm trying to show you guys how I'm doing it. All right, we've got it all dehydrated. I'm gonna put on another coat, dehydrate that, get a second coat, and then bring you guys back in and show you what it looks like.
Oh, I feel strapped. Earplugs. Now I feel normal. I'm gonna try to find a little, see if Robby has a little scraper. There's a bunch of, I don't know if it's rubber, and from the sun, it's just like wants to crumble, but when I start sanding it, it just goos up. So I'm gonna try scraping some of that, see if I can get a good layer of it off, and then I'll go through and grind it off. So this is the black. I don't know if it's like some plastic. I got a scraper, and if I can just get the top layer off, then I'll go through and grind all that paint, the rest of the paint off. I think that'll go a lot quicker than my disc keeps gumming up. I'm gonna scrape for a little bit now.
I got both sides and the back done, so I'm gonna remove the tape. I guess it's pretty straightish. Hope it wasn't after 100% straight, because that wasn't really gonna happen. I got my sides done and back done, and I heard Colton up here scraping away, so I'm like, I'm wondering. It's rubber. Rubber don't like heat. I want to try and see if it actually works good. Oh yeah, so that's just sticking. A little bit of heat. That's gonna make it so much quicker.
So, scrape it away. The roof is on fire. Sing it, Hillbilly. Sing it. The roof's on fire.
I don't know it. I'm about ready to call it quitsies. I have boogers as yellow as, I don't know, as yellow as that envelope. It's hot. I can't breathe in this very well.
All right, 4 hours later, we've got all the base coat done. I went and stole Colton. I'm ready. So he's gonna be filming the clear coat. So I'm gonna mix this up. I'm mixing 28 ounces in this cup. We'll go in and we'll start spraying. Now this clear coat is a 2-coat application, back-to-back 5-minute flash. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna clear everything 1 coat, and I'm gonna immediately go right back. Put my second coat on. So 2 coats. We're gonna bundle these parts up. All right, so we're gonna blow, tack, and static every single part in here and start clearing. So I got the gloss sauce all mixed up, as you guys saw. We got Colton in here. We're just gonna start on that end and start clearing all the way to here. So we got a lot of stuff to do, but we're getting close. All right, we've got it all blow, tack, and static. Let's get down here. I'm gonna start on the door, go to the bumper, the fenders, hood, sliding everything, then all these bumpers. All right, so we got half of it cleared. We're gonna finish clearing this half, and we'll go grab some more clear, put a second coat on, show you guys what it looks like when it's all done. For now, here's some ASMR painting. All right, I've got my first coat of clear down. I'm gonna go remix some more clear, come back in, put my second coat. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Then we'll go check on Hillbilly, see what he's been up to today. All right, so that took me about 4.5 hours, but we got 4 different jobs painted all in one batch. I'm gonna go home for a couple of hours and come back, me and Colton, because we have 1 more car to paint tonight. So this is just a day in the life of an auto body technician and painter, and unfortunately, it's not all glamorous, and we can't always just work on fun stuff for YouTube. So anyway, so we're gonna go check on Hillbilly. All right, so this is the job that I've got to come back and paint tonight. So we're walking past it, we'll hurry and show it to you. We got a front bumper, we got a brand new door, a brand new fender, we got to blend the hood and blend the back door. So it's all prepped, masked, and ready to be slid into the paint booth. So we've got the oven baking, and we'll be back here in a little bit to paint that. All right, so it looks like they've just about got the entire roof stripped. We don't have our wiring stuff to finish the wiring harness, so we're not gonna get that pulled out. We're just trying to do things to stay busy and get as far as we can. So I'm gonna get these wipers off so we can strip the front of this. I'm hoping to get the wipers off without any serious damage. We might as well just strip the whole thing now that you guys are seasoned. See if we can't break this. Where's some free? Let's put some penetrating oil on it.
I'm gonna try getting these windshield wipers off. The rubber mallet method wasn't a very success, so we're gonna see if this will be a success. It's worth a shot, I guess.
I'm gonna try to see what's going on in here. The outsides are seized. We're trying to not destroy them. That's where I went wrong.
I done the stubby finger so it wouldn't close as tight. There we go, bust free.
Busted free, but not busted. That's what we needed. Then we need to get that spring. All right, so we need to take
Probably that clip out.
and then that nut off. This is quite the contraption.
You don't have to take the nut off.
You don't?
No.
Why? Well, that's just a stud.
Yeah.
All you need is a $1,000 puller set from Snap-on. You can get your snowcat.
I don't think it's $5.
I think
I think it's more because it has double stuff.
Gotta be.
Has a bigger arm.
Got it.
Taking this
Oh.
bolt all the way out.
That came off of yours, mine stayed. Okay, I've got to get this little thingy majigger off. That got me in the face.
Get it?
Yep. All right, so we got the wiper assemblies off. Now the only thing we have left to do is we've got to strip this front. We want to weatherproof that. I've got a car to go paint. So I'm gonna go home and eat, come back, and we'll paint that car. All right, it is super late, like 10:30 at night, but me and Colton are back.
We're back.
Because we got that to paint. Everything's baked off in the booth. We're gonna get the doors open, get all the parts out, and load it with all the red. So we'll just start moving everything out so the bodymen can get all their parts in the morning. Turned out pretty dang good. All right, one more job to pull out. We'll load the booth. All right, so we're gonna start hauling everything in. Looks like we gotta just put the rear door on a stand and mask it up, and we'll be good to go. So now, just like a Christmas present, we're just gonna wrap it up. All right, we'll get the back all taped up. All right, so we've got everything in the booth. It's all waxed and greased. All we gotta do is mix up the sealer. We'll go in there, we'll blow tack, we'll static control it, and then we'll put down the sealer. So I'm using what's called the G7. That is the darkest gray on the gray scale of sealer you can get. So you go dark under red. That's science. Got it. Let's get this blow, tack, static, still. So this back door has some repair work in the center of the door. And I'm gonna be blending it. So I'm gonna be holding my color off of the edge. But what I wanna do is I wanna bring my sealer over here so that I get the same exact color as the door.
Science, bro.
Just trying to control my sealer. I don't want it to go everywhere, but it's as good as I can get it. So what I was doing there is I was throttle control. Coming out, put a faint line right here. Then I came back in and I wetted it up. Don't want to get too much back here where I need a little bit of room to blend my color. Now we gotta wait a few minutes for our etch to dry on the fender and door. We'll get those sealed, and then everything has to sit for 15 minutes, and that's when we'll mix our color. Yeah. All right, time to seal. All right, that's gotta sit for 15 minutes. We're gonna go mix up the base. Get back in here and blend it. All right, it's on. So we're gonna mix this is a tinted mid-coat tri-coat. So what that means, we're gonna put down a base, which we're mixing the base color right now, and then we'll go in, we'll put down the base, and then we'll blend out a tinted mid-coat, and then clear coat. So it's a two-step process, takes a long time. All right, we got it all poured out. This is like blood red with a sprinkle of metallic. All right, so I'm gonna hurry and tack off and static control my sealer. A lot of people don't do it. I do. I think it makes a cleaner job. Let me show you why I tack my sealer. That is why I tack it. That would get encapsulated under your base. All right, it's base coat time. All right, so this is my first dust coat. We'll hurry and dehydrate all this and put our real first coat down. All right, I'll get this blown. We'll come back in, put a second coat, and then bring you guys in for the mid coat. So I'm mixing up the tinted mid coat. It's mostly just clear additive with a few little toners, a few little reds. Now we put some water. This isn't water you drink. So I'm basically just a chemist. A little splash of this, a splashola of that, a little bit of spice. Well, bam! We got our color. Now we've got red, very, very transparent. It looks really milky, but somehow that makes what we're looking for. I don't really know how this works. Like I've said a couple times, it's just science.
Science, bro.
All right, well, let's hope for the best and go see if this works. All right, we'll dehydrate this to see if we ruined it. Nah, I don't think so. All right, we've got the first coat of mid coat. I'm gonna go ahead and get the second coat on, get it all ready for clear. We'll bring you guys back in for clear, but we're getting close. It's only 1 o'clock in the morning, no big deal. We should be home by 3. All right, we're whipping up a little bit more clear coat. Gonna go in and put that gloss sauce down. I ended up putting a third coat of transparent mid coat. I just felt like it needed to darken up just a little bit. Now, we're gonna go make it all shine. All right, it's time. I'm gonna blow this off. I'm gonna tack it, and I'm gonna static control it. Then we're gonna clear it. All right, we got it all blown, tacked, and static. Now we're gonna get it cleared. All right, we got our first coat down. I'm gonna wait 5 minutes, go remix, come back in and put a second coat, and we're done. All right, so it is 1:30 on the dot. I was a little bit off on my time, but we're gonna be home before 3 a.m. So we're pretty pumped about that. But just to tell you guys a little bit about what our day looks like. I started painting at 1:30, so right as soon as I got back from lunch, I came in and I got sealer on the bumpers. So we've been spraying consecutively the entire time, except for a 2-hour break. Me and Colton went home for dinner, hung out with our families, came back. So in a 10-hour period, I'm gonna talk to you about what kind of hours this was. So in the collision industry, you are paid on commission. So there was 61 hours on all these jobs. Kind of crazy. It was 5 different jobs. So I did utilize a prepper. So Jorge prepped it all, got it all masked, and I just sprayed it. But even if we cut that in half, that's still 30.5 hours in a 10-hour period. So I would say we kicked some butt. But it is late, so we're gonna head home because we're tired. But this all turned out really good, and the shop's gonna keep on rolling. So we're pretty happy about that. All right, so that's a little bit of a look into a day in the life of an auto body shop owner. So we got a lot of stuff done. We didn't get everything we want to get done, but hey, that's the name of the game. So as always, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.